Hello motorcycle friends, I'm here at Top Notch Burger in Austin. There's kind of a bike meetup here. This is a part of the Bike Night MotoLounge, I think it's called. And then they're also having some special, people are going away and some other kind of special events going on. But let's just walk around, check out some bikes, say hi to some people later. See you in a bit. Friends, I'm here with my new buddy Juan. Juan, how's it going?
Pleasure.
Nice to see you, man.
Same.
You got a really cool bike. I'm taking video of all these bikes here, and I stopped at yours, and you happened to get on it. So tell us all about your bike and what it is. It's pretty cool.
Thank you. It's a Yamaha 2024 XSR 900. Things I've done to it, anything from carbon fibers from the front fender. You'll see different changes. I changed the side mirrors. I actually inverted them to be able to put them underneath.
How do you? I've test rode a few bikes with these
Yes.
these side mirrors under, and your arms kind of getting. Are you used to it, or
No.
your arms not getting away?
Not at all.
Because I don't ride with these normally.
If you angle them the right way and you position them where they're supposed to, you should be fine. Because yes, you can tighten the bolt inside and you can swing it back, forward. But obviously, if you put it too far, it will hit you. But at the right angle, you just measure and test on your own to make sure it's comfortable with you as a rider.
Well, most importantly is it looks cool.
Yeah, it will always, whatever you do in a motorcycle and you change it, it's going to look cool no matter what.
Yeah. So what else have you done to this bike since we're on the topic of what you've switched out?
So things that I've changed, well, you see a couple of the covers in carbon fiber.
Did this dampening? Is this steering dampening?
It's a steering dampening. I bought this one online.
Okay.
This one came from Thailand. So is most of the carbon fiber on the motorcycle. Came from places like Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia, and others. Things I've installed on this thing, I put a stage 2 intake. I changed the exhaust. It's a 2.5-inch pipe to the end. Very loud, no cat. That's being eliminated.
And is that titanium?
The exhaust is
header?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why the soldering and the difference in color, you'll see that normally.
Turn signals?
Turn signals have been changed from the factory to these little pods. LED lights, brighter, easier to maneuver, and people can see you better.
Yeah.
But since I'm loud already, they can't miss that part.
So we were talking earlier. So this motor is a great motor. This is the CP3
Correct.
cross-plane triple, which is also in the MT-09 and also in the brand new R9.
R9s, yes.
And that's a good engine. Sounds great too.
Yes.
Let's see what else. So you got the rear passenger pegs. Are those different, or is that the way they
No,
came?
that's the factory pegs.
Because they come out really far, but I guess that's
It's just for the
that.
stand because of how the motorcycle sits.
Okay.
Your companion, if it's sitting
Sure.
with you, you'll have the pegs. But these are easy to just hide them in,
Yeah.
and you're good to go. So it's nice tucked in, and it's a slick look, and I like it when it's all kind of slim
And
like
the
that. Seat has been changed. This one came from Australia.
Oh wow.
It's a Kelpie seat. It's all actual leather, lamb leather, and the suede with memory foam on it.
So are these rims the original? The
Yes.
color and everything is fine. There.
Everything came stock. This is what they call the anniversary version of the motorcycle.
Uh-huh.
That originally it was back in the 70s and 80s when they first came out with this version. Then they discontinued it for a period of time.
Yeah.
And then they revamped it and reintroduced it back to the market. You have a nice mix between what a cafe racer is and a sport bike without the extra plastic on it.
Yeah. Well, this for me, Yamaha. I know every bike, Japanese bike, has a color associated with it.
Yes.
So when I was younger, it was dirt bikes. So like yellow was Suzuki, blue was Yamaha,
Yep.
red was Honda.
Correct.
But for me, in the 80s, when they had like the FCR1 and the sport bikes from Yamaha, a lot of them came out in this white, kind of reddish, orangey.
Correct.
And when I see that, I go back, I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
Because of course I couldn't afford one when I was a little kid, So when I see them now, I'm like, ooh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And you got tank guard here.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
This one I got through a friend from Japan.
Oh, okay.
They ride motorcycles and they do sports cars over there. And I asked him if he could find me something cool art type of thing. And they got me this one from over there.
Well, and the color goes perfect too.
I know. That's what makes it so neat. I did the same thing with the helmet. It cost me a penny, but it's discontinued. You can't find it. I had to buy that one.
So that's a stock helmet from Shoei?
Shoei,
It was designed like that?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Very expensive if you're trying to find one nowadays because they discontinued it.
Yeah, I have got the Neo Tech, it's just black.
Okay.
And if you get any color, it goes up $100.
Yeah.
And then if you get really cool stuff, it goes up $300 or $400.
Yes. I mean, my first helmet was a Tsubishi. I paid like maybe $650 or so.
Yep.
Full carbon also with little gold stripes in it. But over time, I decided I wanted this one, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I found a guy in Japan through eBay, and that's how I got that.
Wow.
So you got to scout and search around to get the stuff you need.
Let's give this a start. See what it sounds like.
Sounds good.
All right, Juan, thanks a bunch for introducing the bike to us.
Yeah.
Very cool.
No problem. Anytime. We'll always be around.
Yeah, okay.
Riding those two wheels.
Yeah.
The Texas way.
Nice to see you, man.
Same.
All right, friends, here with a new buddy, Gabriel. What's up, man? How's it going?
Howdy.
We're just cruising through. I think people are a little bit taking off. It's getting a little
busy
dark
me,
now.
but we got a couple people leaving, yeah.
So you got a bike here. You're a relatively new rider.
I am.
We were just chatting. You were riding an electric bike, kind of getting used to, but it didn't go over 25 miles an hour, right?
I did crash on it, though, so I had the experience of crashing at a little bit of a high speed.
Okay.
That wasn't fun.
So what do you got here? What is your first bike?
We've got a Honda CB500F.
What year is it?
2016.
Oh, 2016,
Yep.
okay.
Doesn't go past 95 right now, thankfully, because I got a broken fuel pump, so it keeps me humble.
Yeah, you don't need to, no need to
As
be
I'm
doing
still learning, I should stay at the low speeds.
So what I always ask people this that are kind of relatively new riders, when you got on, where did you buy this, by the way?
My roommate.
Oh, okay, so you bought it from a person?
Yeah.
And then you took the key, and then what was your first, what did you do? Did you go around the neighborhood?
I went to go meet my friends at a bar for a birthday party. I didn't drink anything. I was there, socialized for about 30 minutes, and then I left, and I had my first solo ride down I-35. Took it down to about...
So your first ride was kind of like on 35? That's
Yeah.
like the worst.
Yeah.
Not with the road condition, but it's crazy.
Well, I was taking towards Georgetown, so roads were a little bit better than coming towards Austin.
Yeah. So is that scary?
No, it was pretty dead on the roads. It was about 12 midnight. So,
okay, yeah. So there's not too many people.
A couple 18-wheelers, some cars. And I'm pretty used to driving at night with my old car, so.
Yeah, the thing is, I asked that question because a lot of times new riders will have funny stories. Like they'll save the money, they'll get everything together, they'll get their gear, they go buy the bike, they get the key in their hand, they sign all the paperwork, and then like, oh shit, I gotta ride home, you know. And all the dealerships are right on 35 here, so it's frontage road at 35. It's like that's like the worst for a new rider.
Yep.
So I just asked that question. That's interesting. So what was anything about this bike, your experience as a new rider within the first few days, or a few times riding that you weren't aware of, or like you went to park the bike and it was gravel or something, you were just like, oh crap, I didn't think about this?
I learned that it locks in neutral a lot.
Oh yeah?
So if I'm at a red light and I put it into neutral, so I want to let my hand off the clutch lever.
Yeah.
And when that light turns green, I better be ready to have it in first, because otherwise I'm just
you're like moving the bike back and forth trying to
I do that sometimes too, but most of the time, one or two little clicks will get it in.
All right, well, that's cool. So what? This is a 500cc, so
Yes, sir.
That's in the range of like beginners or people that want a light track bike or something like that. You've been riding for a few months now. Do you already have something in mind? Like you're getting a little bored of this, or do you want something bigger, or what are you thinking?
I'm thinking about a Ninja 600.
Okay, that's a solid bike.
I wanted initially a Ninja. It just helped out that my roommate had this bike, so I didn't have to go to the dealership.
And it was probably a good price too.
Yeah, great price, no interest. I have monthly payments. Insurance is low because it's owned.
Yeah.
Since he owns it, I own it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Ninja 600. That's a good bike, solid bike, popular, very reliable.
That's what I've heard.
Very cool.
Hondas and Ninjas are the most reliable and easiest to work on. And I like learning most of the maintenance, so I want to be able to work on my bike.
Sure, that's cool. So you're looking to get like a brand new one or a one that's already
I've been
used,
recommended not to get a brand new one because you will drop it. I've dropped this bike about 5 times, and before I dropped it in my class, I was like, no, I'm going to get a new one. I'll never drop it.
Yeah, you will drop it.
Yeah.
But used, you'll save some coins, obviously, but you also might be able to be lucky enough to get one that the owner did kind of everything that you want done, like an exhaust or the seat or whatever, changed, so you don't have to do it yourself, because that stuff gets expensive. You know, exhaust and tunes on the bike, all that stuff can really add up.
That was the only thing I had done before I got it. It was the exhaust. My buddy had an aftermarket exhaust.
Oh, okay.
And I just changed out these levers and foot peg and got a license plate delete kit.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Thank you very much for kind of introducing your bike and your new bike life. Of course. And good luck with the new Ninja when you get it.
Hopefully.
All right, man. Take care.
Thank
All
you.
right, friends. We're here with a new buddy, Angela. How
Hi.
you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So let's talk about your bike. So we were just chatting over there. So you've had this bike for how many years?
11 years.
11 years, and what is it?
It's a 2015 Yamaha C07. It's the MT line now, but it was the FC when I first got
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a great bike, the MT line, the 7, 9s, 10s, all that. So you've had it for a long time. Why have you kept it so long?
You know, I was actually going to get a cafe racer, and I walked into the shop and I sat on it, and I was like, damn, okay.
What like a Triumph or something, or?
You know, it really didn't matter to me. I just wanted the style.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And so, because I got familiar with motorcycles on dirt bikes, and then it was cruisers, and I thought, surely, like, this will be something easy to start.
Yeah.
And this one had, I don't know, it was really light, it was easy to move around, and I got really comfortable with it, and now it's like a glove.
Yeah, they're nice bikes.
Yeah.
But you've had it for 11 years. Are you itching for something different? Like seating position, a different kind of bike, or more CCs or less CCs, or what are you feeling? Are you still really happy with this?
I am really happy with this, so I can't
But you'd be more happy
imagine-
with 2 bikes, right?
Yeah, 2 bikes. I think they're like potato chips. So for me, it's like I want one of kind of everything just
yeah,
for
you can't
how
have
I'm
one.
feeling.
You can't have one. You got to keep going.
But if I had to choose, I mean, I'm comfortable with this one. I think that's what's most important.
So how's the local community here? I've been doing a lot of videos here at all these kind of bike meetups. Lots of lady riders.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the lady rider situation in Austin compared to you lived up in Fort Worth area, you said?
Yeah, so I started riding in DFW. I moved out to New Mexico, rode there,
Oh, okay.
moved to Austin, and now I'm here.
How do
As
you
far
do-
as the female community, Austin is the winner for sure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at some stats. I don't know if they've changed, but it said something like out of all new riders, I think it's like 30 or 35% are ladies,
Oh,
which
that's
is
interesting.
pretty cool.
That
I mean,
feels good.
and I think that's for. I don't think that was global. I think that was for the U.S.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But it kind of matches because here I see lots of lady riders, and then the Femmoto, of course, you guys got a pretty good crew.
Yeah, we do. It's
Yeah.
a good size. Yeah, and they're all really awesome. You know, I walked up and I didn't know anybody. So I moved here during the pandemic, and
Oh, okay.
after like working, you know, it was kind of like a solo rider, and I decided I needed to make friends that rode, and I just went to a moto social, and I found all these
that's a good one.
girls that rode, and it was awesome.
So that's what I was going to ask you. Is that where you met them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Motosocial, I think, is probably one of the better meetups in terms of demographics. It's got like a lot of the younger sport bike riders. It's got some older people. It's got some adventure riders. It's got some Harley people.
Yeah.
It's a good place
It's
to
a
meet.
good mix.
Yeah.
It's a lot of motorcycles out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. All right, Angela. Well, thanks a bunch for introducing your bike and your kind of bike life. It was very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All right, friends. Well, that's it. A lot of people are heading home. I'm gonna head home. It's getting dark a little bit, and you know I melt if it gets dark. But thanks for joining me. Subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Thanks for everyone that took part in the video today. Juan and Gabriel and Angela. So very nice to meet you all, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.